The time we invite the artists that we wanted to meet up in the studio, meet you up, and we are joined by the international K-pop girl group that shows off charismatic performances. Black Swan, welcome!
둘, 셋.
Be unique. 안녕하세요, blackswan입니다.
Wow, love that leadership. Before I even asked you guys to do a group hi to the listeners, she has just started off going to her set. I love that. Now, on to the individual ones, please.
Envy, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. 안녕하세요. Hello, this is Black Swan main vocal MB. It's so nice to be in the studio again.
Yes!
But as a group this time. So it's all nice to meet you guys.
Yay!
Hello everyone, this is Black Swan's leader and main rapper Fatu. Nice to see you again.
Yay!
안녕하세요. Hello, my name is Shreya and I'm the main dancer and maknae of the group.
Yay!
Nice to meet you.
Hello, I'm Black Swan's visual Gabi.
Yay! So, unlike Fatu and Envy, we already met a couple months, Fatu a couple months ago and Envy a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
But it's my first time meeting you two. So for the first time, nice to meet you. My name is Samuel, so I'm the DJ of this show, and I hope you guys to have a wonderful evening tonight here at our show. And with that, let me ask you guys first question, which is, you guys were part of Lumina, right? Before you guys joined the group. So how did that happen? Could you guys walk us through the journey?
So, first when Black Swan was made, I already got to know the group, and then I started standing.
Right.
I became a Lumina.
Okay.
And wow, there is a fun thing that when I used to follow like Fatu only like that time, and when she got this wig, she posted, and then I comment there like, oh, I really hope to I'm really looking forward to see you using this wig. And then now I can see her in person using the wig, so it's like
Wait, so does it feel surreal to you now?
yeah, it's like, oh my god, like actually I didn't remember that I comment that, but Lumina's found out that I comment.
Interesting. What about you, Surya?
Me, when I first saw, I was really inspired by Onni. Like I was really fan of all of them, but personally Onni, because she worked really hard to get over there, and I was looking after her. And then I also like did a close to me challenge too, and I uploaded on my Instagram, and I really wanted to see them in person, and finally I can be with her and sleep with her, spending time together.
So it's basically a dream come true to all of you.
Oh gosh.
Wait, so let me ask you a somewhat of a tricky question to you two. So what was your first impression on these two when you guys first met them in real life?
I guess we can start with Envy.
Okay.
Omni.
My first impression of
Of these two.
These two. Shreya, I remember was okay. Actually, I remember going to the practice room first, meeting these two. I was like, wow, they're like really tall. Like we're all kind of basically the same height. I'm the shortest, but like when I looked at them, I was like, dang, they're like really tall. And then Shreya and I had like somewhat of the same like personality, and then Gabby was just a really really genuine, kind person.
Okay.
When I first met her, nothing too like extravagant.
Now, what were your first impression on Envy?
Oh, I remember it was when I went to the door and she was like placing her baggage and her things, and I remember she was with 2 buns. She was so cute that time. I look at her and I said, oh my god, this girl has the artist thing on her. Like you know, when you look someone and then you feel like, oh, this person has the thing. And this was my first impression of Envy on me.
Interesting. What about you, Shreya?
Mine on her was like, at first day she just came and then she slept the whole day, so I was like so maybe she was really like exhausted, that's why. But I was really curious to meet her, and I was curious to know about her. So the next day at like evening, I guess, evening we started talking, and when we started talking, she seemed to a really, really fun personality. So we really get along really, really well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So now to our leader here.
Yes.
What was your first impression on these two when you first met them? We gotta be completely honest.
When I first met Gabi and Shirya, it was in the Yeomsupshir.
Okay.
I think we were supposed to start dance practice by then.
Yeah.
And Deputy was there too. He brought them like this are the two new trainees. I was like, oh, they're cute.
Well, that's it.
Since I didn't know them, I was like, oh yeah, they look cute. Okay. Okay, nice. Let's see what they got.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Interesting. Anyway, from what I heard that Shreya auditioned for dozens of entertainment agencies before joining Black Swan, right?
Yes.
So can you list one by one, or?
Oh my goodness! If I would list, it will take one day.
Oh. Okay. So I got a question. From your country, India, is K-pop a thing?
Yeah. K-pop is really famous now these days because when I started, it was getting like being famous on that time, and then it started like going up and up, and it's now reaching a higher level.
Okay.
Yes.
So what first got you to dream of becoming a K-pop idol in the first place?
Actually, the music, I would say, because when I first heard of that music and the style and the dance, the stages and the connection between the fans were very, very amazing and very, very like kind of unique. So when I was losing my confidence, actually K-pop gave me back the energy and confidence.
Okay.
So I really enjoyed at first when I tried, and then I said that let's try it.
Perfect.
Why not?
Perfect. What about you, Gabby? Same questions to you. What got you to dream of becoming a Korean K-pop idol in the first place?
Oh, it's like since I was a children, I really loved like the singing and like acting too, like everything that was related to artistic things. So when I saw K-pop for the first time, I was like, oh my god, they sing, dance, and like perform at the same time. They have everything. Like I want to do that too. So that's why I wanted K-pop instead of the other like genders.
Perfecto. So I got curious. What your families reacted when you guys made your debut? I'm sorry, what?
No, it's because it's not genders, but it's like genre K-pop.
Genre. You mean
Yeah.
Genders. I was like, what?
Did you say gender?
No, it's
Sorry, I misheard that.
It's because it's really similar in Portuguese. The pronunciation I confuse with Portuguese. So
How do you say genre in Portuguese?
it's género.
Gender. Okay. I mean, they are similar, but yeah. Okay. Let's just say I understood that in your Portuguese way.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, how did your families first react when you guys first made your debut?
Oh, I remember when I went to Brazil to do my visa. Like I give to my father a really Korean wine. I guess it was the rice one.
Yeah.
And then he said, oh, when you debut, I'm gonna drink this. And then when we debuted, he said, Gabi, today I drink the wine that you bring to me. So he was really, really happy. My mom and sister too, my whole family.
Wow. What about you?
Me?
Yeah.
My father, actually, that was my first time I saw my father crying, actually.
Really?
Yeah. After I debuted, I almost like cried because it was after so many auditions and my also like, how do you say, like my father's brother's sister, like a daughter, like big daughter.
Father's sister's
Father's brother's.
Let's just say your cousin.
Yeah.
Cousin sister. Sorry, I can't remember the name. Yeah, cousin sister. She helped me a lot during the auditions, so she also was really, very happy. So they shed tears, and it was my first time seeing them.
Okay. Well, I know you two already answered to this kind of questions millions of times in the past, but what was your family like when you guys made your debut?
Yeah. My family was proud. And for the first time, actually, my little brother told me, I love you. I was like, no, back up. Back up. Thank you.
Okay.
But yeah.
What about you?
For me, same thing with only my mom especially. All of them were proud, but like my mom especially is very proud of what me debuting, because she's known that I've always wanted to like do this as a dream for like as a K-pop idol for like the maybe 2 years, but as a performer itself, she knows like that. But like she's very proud. She cried when she watched the music video, which was very surprising because she doesn't do that. And then my siblings, you're like, yeah.
Wait, your siblings, were they already familiar with K-pop or no?
No.
No, right?
They started getting into K-pop when I
Because
started.
of you, right?
Because I had to, like, especially my sister, like, I would introduce, like, all this, look at this dance I just learned from this group. She's like, yeah, nice.
You know what? I'm a little shaking right now by the fact that you guys are with me at this very studio this time of a day, is because you guys are like the very first proof of K-pop industry that K-pop is no longer Korean's genre. But you guys kind of turned that into your own way, and I really love the sounding of the music you guys release. And the amount of attention you guys have been receiving is crazy. I really want to cover this part. So you guys interviewed even with CNN International, BBC, and Rolling Stones India. So how do you guys feel about all those achievements?
The thing is, it's still unreal. It's like, wow, people are really looking at us, like they're paying attention. So I'm very grateful, very, very grateful. And we hope we just keep growing.
Yes! All right, you know what? Let's talk a little bit about the album from now on. And Black Swan's extension version of your second single album is out, and it is called That Karma Pop Edition. Tell us about the album, please.
So the Karma Pop Edition is fully in English. We have Karma and catandmouse, which we released before in May in Korean. But because the fans like really wanted like an English version of both, we were like, why not record it again for the fans? So we did that. And we have a third track, A World Without Pain. And I think this one, Shurya can explain better than me.
Okay.
Actually we wrote like they made a song A World Without Pain because there was an accident, really huge accident in Odisha.
Okay.
And it was a train accident and many people died over there. So we were like so shocked. Everyone was so shocked. So we wanted to give a tribute to them, because we also performed over there, so we wanted to give tribute, and also to the world who lost their loved ones and who like are still in pain. So we like wanted to give tribute to all those people.
Well, actually, after going through the entire album, the third track was my favorite one, because that's actually not kind of stuff that people would expect to hear from Black Swan, if you know what I mean. When people expect a song from you guys, they would expect rather of a charismatic or energetic type of song, but this one presented the vocalist side of yours so well that it was so pleasing to go through the entire track. I really enjoyed it. Anyway, let's go walk through the tracks one by one. Can anyone explain track number 1, please?
Karma.
Yeah.
Gabi, let's go.
Okay, Karma is a really like strong song that shows the fearless part of Black Swan, and it's a really impactful song and can show that side of us. Yeah.
Okay.
And also, actually, a special point is the lyrics in English and Korean. It's different. In Korean, it's more about like a love, like oh my god, like. But in English, it's more like a bad girl, like you know what I'm saying, like karma is gonna come and get you, like that type of that type of message.
All right, moving on to track number 2, Cat and Mouse. Anyone?
I can do it. So Cat and Mouse is a whole different side to when you listen to Karma and A World Without Pain. So Cat and Mouse is like a very groovy love song, and as you can tell in the title Cat and Mouse, we went off of the kind of the Tom and Jerry feel. So like a cat and mouse chase. So basically it's a love song between like two people and wanting to like show your like kind of what's the word seduce them and charm them with like what you have, and like it's just really good. You can listen to it all the time.
Well, about track number 3, A World Without Pain, Shreya already explained this, so we're going to skip that and let's talk a bit about the music video, actually. So, can anyone tell us about the music video?
So the music video, if you haven't watched it yet, it's a very magical, kind of like Alice in Wonderland mixed with cartoonish, like that vibe. Very dreamy.
Okay.
And it was really fun to film, to be honest. Like the set was so pretty,
Pretty,
beautiful.
Oh, so how long did it take for you guys to finish filming that thing?
We filmed for 2 days.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty short, but it must have been really hard, right?
By the
2 days and 4 hours.
Yeah. Remember the last scene, like when we were supposed to dance?
Oh my gosh.
Like 4 a.m.
Without single minute of sleep?
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Exactly.
Yeah.
From
We
the
started
morning.
at like what is 8 p.m.
Okay, I take it back for saying that's kind of short.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's such a huge effort. You know. Anyway, with that, we're gonna have a listen to one of your live session actually. Live session of this song called Cat and Mouse this time. So I'm gonna let you guys prepare for the live performance. Drink some water and you sure you don't need water, Envy? You good? Okay. What about you, Sharia? You good too? So guys, during the song break, if you guys have any questions or anything you guys want to say to the members of Black Swan, please get them in through our official website, Instagram, or Twitter, or even through YouTube live chat. We're all open for it. So whenever you guys are ready, are you ready?
We are.
Okay. This is Cat and Mouse live in the studio, performed by Black Swan. Enjoy.
See, first of all,
향기를 뿜어내 고개를 돌리네 멍청하게 그래 넌 막 허둥지둥대 묘한 얼굴에 맘을 가로채 내 자태는 틈이죠 날 끌어당기네 사라져는 한순간에 스며들어 네 주위에 안다는 너의 눈 새침하고 도도하지 깜빡하면 이성이로 번심은 너구물 We cat and mouse 너는 나를 원해줘 감사하지 내 술 We cat and mouse 너는 내게 매번 감당할 내 심술
yeah, just one look and I go insane. 내 얼굴을 왜 파괴돼?
뜨거운 나의 그 엉킨 눈길
매력적인 내 모습에 got you singing like a violin.
웃음만 나와 어떡하지 너 중독되진 않 나에게 궁금하지 내 모든 게 매일 내 생각뿐 원한다면 갖고 말지 욕심내는 이 모든 걸 다 말긴 해 전부 We cat and mouse 너는 나를 원해줘 감사하지 내 술 We cat and mouse 너는 내게 매번 감당할 내 심술 자라나는 호기심 보여줘 하루 막는 이 벽을 부숴줘 난 I think I need you You're getting nice 근데 너는 너무 모르나봐 내 맘을 You're getting nice 달라붙어 like a glue 끈적거려 내 말투 즐거워서 이제 넌 떠나자 잡지 마라 질적거리는 것만 Yes, I don't need you
Yay! That was Cat and Mouse live in the studio, performed by Black Swan. I loved it. I mean, needless to say, you guys are already 4 different perfect vocalist, but where'd you guys learn how to speak Korean like that? The pronunciation is on point. I love that. I mean, I already know for a fact that Envy and Fatu, they're both really good at Korean, but you too, where'd you guys learn how to speak Korean? Wow. You are good at Korean.
Not at her level though.
But you do know how to speak Korean well, right?
맞아.
Yes. Where'd you learn how to speak Korean?
Actually, me and Shreya, we came together to Korea, and from there, at first we did 6 months from like Korean language school, like every day, and then, well, we started from there, and because we had a really good base, after.
Basic,
it
and
became better.
After like watching kind of like dramas and yearning programs, like variety shows, and after that we just suddenly joined like Hakwon, and then after completing Hakwon, we are just doing by our own, practicing by our own.
Wow, that's crazy. I mean, if I were put into you guys' shoes, I would never be able to learn a new language like you guys did. So congrats. It's surprising to find out that. Anyway, since we spoke a bit about your musical journey as Black Swan, we're now move on to play yes or no game, or we're going to get to know more about your personal sides from now on.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Yes, this is my time.
Yay! So, all you got to do is answer to my question within 3 seconds. Question number 1. There was a time when I felt that Black Swan members are actually really cool. Yes or no? In 3, 2, 1, doo-doo.
Yeah.
Yes,
Obviously.
Totally.
Yeah.
So, to our leader,
Yes.
Fatu.
Fatu?
Yes, when did you think this way?
Whenever I see us perform, actually.
Oh, okay.
Whenever I see our performance, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's them girls are performing. Right, come on. Yeah, that, and then also when like we're all like really tired, but I still see the members like working hard, like to try like finish it like as good as they can. It's like, oh, you're cool. That's very cool for that.
What about you, Envy?
Same goes with what Onni said, but I see when I think that the members are most cool is when I see them, what they do, like what they're most passionate about. Like with Onni, with like rap, with like different like styles or like different songs and like her music, and then Shreya with dance, and then Gabby has a lot of things, not just visuals.
Really?
So I'm not gonna say visuals, but a couple things that I can say that she's very passionate about is like camera work, like graphic design,
and
also this type of stuff.
Musical and so.
And musical, I can go with like Gabby with musicals all the time, and I see her passion when we do that together.
Okay.
She's so good.
Do you want to tell us more about it?
Oh, actually, because I used to do musical theater, I got to know like a lot of from musical theater, like in songs. So I love when actually me and Vioni this last time we did a live and we sing a lot of like musical theaters, like songs and like from Disney too. And I love that I have someone that understand also the same things that I like. So
she's very theatrical. Yes.
Okay, now moving on to Shreya.
Yep.
Yeah. Could you share your experience, please?
There was a time, like every single time I go same with my Fatu Oni and Envy Oni. But there was one time that really touched my heart. It was in the in India when we were performing on the stage, like Hockey World Cup. There was a small intro, and in that intro, the anchor, when she spoken, it was my first ever on the like biggest stage with the girl. So that was so super cool. It was like I got goosebumps over there.
Wow, good. What about you, Gabby?
Oh my God, there are so many times, but like the girls talk a lot about like performance wise or these things, but I find it cool, especially because they are good people. Like literally, like anytime that I need something, like the girls are there and everyone helps each other, and even like of course in performance wise and another things like personal stuffs, and that's so cool.
Perfect. Okay, you know what? I would like to read this comment on YouTube live chat from Athira. Envy and Gabby should learn how to produce music. So what's your guys' opinion on that?
Oh, of course, I would love to.
Yeah?
At the moment, until I can do fluently in Korean and like learn more how to be a better performer like naturally and all that.
After those
are all done, then I can learn that.
Okay.
But not right now.
What about you, Gabby? Do you want to learn how to like produce music?
Oh, sure. I really want. I just need someone first to guide me to learn the basic things. I mean, for producing wise, and I will love. Really.
Okay. So if you could take part in producing music for future Black Swan, then what kind of genre song would you want to come up with?
I really love like my personal wise. I really love like pop songs, like I mean that style of like Avril Lavigne styles. I really like to listen, so I would like to do that. But depending of the song, Black Swan has a little bit more like sexy or powerful songs too. So I would like to
kind of mix them all together.
Yeah.
Okay. Good answer. Thank you so much. With that, we're gonna move on to question number 2. There's a Korean word that I find hard to pronounce. Yes or no in 3, 2, 1.
Always.
Well, yeah.
Always. There is something
You know,
always.
let's go through one by one, starting from Envy.
There's too many. I will go through at least our songs. For Cat and Mouse, the one word that was always hard to pronounce and to work with like Param is 뜨거워.
Still? Okay.
뜨거워.
But you sound a lot better than when you first tried it.
When I first tried it, it was like 뜨거워.
Yeah.
뜨거워.
Well, trust me, you sound a lot better.
Thank you.
All right, now on to Fatu.
For me, the thing is, my problem is I tend to speed up like my words. Like I speak really fast usually.
Really?
So I like, especially when it comes to 촬영. Usually I go 촬영. 맞아요?
Yeah.
그래.
Okay. But you know, I don't really think you should slow down when you speak in Korean, is because I could understand your Korean.
Oh,
You want to say 촬영?
Yeah, 촬영.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do people say it's?
The thing is, 대표님 says,
Yeah?
Fatu, you need to calm down when you speak. 'Cause you sound like you're rapping when you speak. Slow down.
Well, that opinion says it, so we gotta listen to it. All right, what about you, Shreya?
Me is always with the
It
param.
is
It's
hard.
really that's really annoys me sometimes because sometimes I will 밥을 and then
Actually, I got a good tip for you. Actually, if you're confused with just try to blur it out, because those two sounds pretty much the same.
yeah, it sounds pretty much same, but it's like when you pronounce like I know the difference. It's like hard to like pronounce.
Okay. Yeah. All right, Cam, what about you, Gabby?
Well, I have really hard times with P and B in Korean.
Okay.
No, like literally, because every time sounds like B. Like even in English, a word without bang. But also like the word sheep. Par. Like it's really hard to me. I need to be really careful of saying that because I already
Right, because you might end up sounding like a cuss word. So.
yeah.
There was a time though.
There was a lot of times.
time though. Oh my god.
Okay. Anyway, let's move on to this next one. Question number 3. If there's someone who could tell you everything about the future, there's a question I really want to ask. Yes or no? In 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Fado. What is it? 2? Yeah.
I would like to ask, like, if I am happy in the future. That's one question I want to know.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, is that the only question in the future?
Yep.
Don't you have another question? Like, am I going to be rich, or am I going to be successful, etc.? All you care about in your life is being happy?
Of course. Yeah.
That's very admirable. Like, tell us about it a little more.
I don't know. I feel like, like fame, money, all of these things are like very superficial. Like very, it's like, what does it bring to you? Like, what does it give you? If it gives you happiness, I guess for some people it gives them happiness, but for me, I want true happiness. Like,
Wow.
yeah. I don't
Wow.
need all the money. I don't need all the fame. I don't need all that. I just want to be happy.
Wow.
No negativity.
But very grateful to still be where I am,
Yeah.
of course. Very grateful.
Great. Okay, what about you, Shreya?
I actually want to ask if I'm like living strong and healthy, in the future.
Wow. Interesting. So you guys focus more on the side a human should actually be focusing on when others tend to miss out on their life, right? So how did you learn how to focus on those like most important thing as a human being?
Actually, I saw a lot of people doing that,
Yeah.
but the thing is like that doesn't give you actual happiness, and how Oni said, and that because you will be really busy on the times, and there is nobody around you to keep you like healthy. It's you and yourself always.
Right.
So you need to be always be careful and taking care of yourself.
Right.
So that's what I always think about, and in the future everything is going to be really hectic, so I hope in the future I take good care of myself and being strong and healthy.
Wow. I mean, we need more of you guys actually, especially nowadays when people are forcing other people to make more money, be more successful, etc. Well, I learned new things, and let's cover one more question right away. There was a time when I felt grateful to our fans, Lumina. Yes or no? In 3, 2, 1.
Of course.
Yes.
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 Every day.
Okay.
Every day.
You know what? Share your stories for the Luminas one by one.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll start. I always feel happy, grateful for our Lumina. I think especially on this other live that me and Gabby did was other than like the support that they give us and like the drive and the energy that they give us to keep going, they have our backs. Because I will give an example. On this live there was a couple haters, but they, you know, stood their ground.
I remember.
And they were like commenting towards this
Yeah.
person,
Yeah.
not in like a hateful way,
Yeah.
but like like bro, like back off. You don't need to be like this.
You don't need to be
hateful for no
Right,
reason.
right, right.
if you're not like
Yeah.
just like
So it's like I don't even have to like worry about like that kind of situation because I know that they have our backs.
Okay. Very heartwarming story. Anyway, you know what? I'm going to have to cut you right there because we ran out of time and it's time for us to listen to another song from you, which is Karma, English version by Black Swan. Anything you guys want to highlight about it before we play it?
Please listen to the lyrics.
Yes, listen to the lyrics, guys. This is Karma, English version by Black Swan. Enjoy. Ta-ta-ta! Welcome back, guys. That was Karma by Black Swan. Hope you guys enjoyed. And during the song break, we actually received a couple of messages from the listeners, and I'm going to go through them one by one. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
So, Adrian says, "Hello, girls. I would like to know if there's any interesting culture from either of the members' respective countries that people may not be aware of. Thank you so much." Seems like you got one.
Ooh.
No? Okay.
Actually, in Senegal, there's this culture. There's
Yeah.
something we do like a lot. It's called sabar. Like at night or just any time of the day, like some musicians would come around and play the djembe, and then people would just gather around and just come in and dance and everything. So that's one thing that happens a lot in Senegal.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wait, so it's basically a unity jam, I guess. People get to join the jam whenever they
Yeah,
want with their
yeah,
own
yeah.
instrument, etc.
No,
Wow.
just dancing.
Interesting.
yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long does the event last usually?
It can go on as for how much. If there's a lot of people,
Yeah?
it can go on for hours.
Really?
For hours.
We need to
That's
do
so
this.
fun. Yeah,
Really? I
that's
really
so
want to witness
fun.
that.
Mm.
Okay, anything else?
Oh.
Yeah,
No. It's because like
Okay.
I cannot think in one specific thing now because since I'm so used to my culture, I don't know what is different for like sometimes like it's hard to think, but I know there's so many things.
Right.
That's why I cannot think of something specific now.
Oh, okay.
Maybe like something that I notice is that like in Korea, the people like usually go out not alone, like they always like are with someone, like to go shopping or eating. Every time they do the things with someone. But in Brazil, actually, you can see a lot of people doing the things by like alone too. But it's something that I noticed, like
There is
Could be a big difference, yeah. What about you?
there is one difference that like, you know, in India we have like a like thing that where like you cannot touch your food to the person. Like if it touches by accidentally, you need to do like Vishnu. It's like sheen.
Really?
There. So it's like it's not only goes for like people. It also goes for like the seats or papers or like many other things. Like there's a lot pen, papers, and all those things.
Interesting.
So if there was a time when I came here and then my members didn't knew about that. So they said sometimes when they place their foods on the papers, I was like, no, no. I said, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know. Hey, it's okay because they didn't know about that.
Okay. What about you, Henry?
It's
hard to pick one, right?
It's hard because in the States, the States is a huge place.
Right.
And so everybody has like different things with where there's the West Coast, East Coast, Southwest. They have different things. But I think one thing that I did from back home was a bonfire. Yeah. And so we do this for like school events or like family activities, anything. And so you just build this gigantic, huge fire, and then you just, you know, you can play music, you can laugh, tell stories. It's just a lot of, this is one thing that I really kind of miss sometimes.
Sounds romantic. Yeah.
It can be if you want, if you bring like your crush there.
Well, imagine all those 4 different cultural things into one. It's gonna be so fun to witness. A huge bonfire set up and people dancing around for hours and people stepping on papers. Anyway, moving on to this next one from Tasmia Tassin. If you could meet the younger version of yourselves, what advice would you give to yourselves? Sending you love from Bangladesh.
Oh my God, there's so many things.
like Gabi started studying dance before. It would be really good in the future.
Yeah.
I would tell myself to, you know, you are allowed to like bring your walls down. You don't always have to be so guarded and so, you know, strong all the time.
Right.
Let it down, girl. Let it down.
Okay.
I would like to say myself that right now you are doing good. It can be more. I would like to do more. But right now what I'm doing is 충분해요.
Enough, yeah. Okay.
I would just tell myself to don't afraid to be confident.
Don't afraid to be confident.
Something I'm still working on, but especially back then, I would like to, you know, make sure that she knows that.
Okay. All right, one more. Darshana Nair says, what concepts would you like to try out in the future? Comebacks. What kind of concept?
Hip-hop. Always.
Yeah.
Yes. But like true, real hip-hop.
Like the
really
old school
through
ones from the
and through.
90s? Or?
Not like that, but not like just real, just like hip-hop. Not like adding a bit of like, I don't know, this or this or this.
Oh, just pure hip-hop.
Yeah.
Okay. Any hip-hop artists you look up to?
Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar, of course, yeah.
Oh my God.
Who else?
He, oh my God. He's so good.
Right.
Yeah.
She just zoomed out like that.
Zoomed out.
Okay. Yeah, what else?
Well, I would love to do a really real summer concept.
Summer concept.
Like, I mean, something like Tim Baran from Brave Girls or like Hot Summer from FX, something like that.
That could work. Okay, one more?
I would like to do R&B concept.
R&B, okay.
Yes, because it's like more like calm and those things. So I would like to enjoy with like Lumina in the concerts.
Okay.
It would be so good.
Interesting. Perhaps you guys could add like a slow tempoed R&B song dedicated toward the
Yeah.
fans, especially
Yes,
for the
yes,
next
yes,
album.
it's
It'll
true.
work out. Anyway, since time ran out, it's time for me to send you guys off.
No,
Yes.
we are not going.
Gonna have to ask you guys to do the last speech for the listeners, please.
Envy, you can go.
Last speech, okay.
Yeah.
Lumina and everybody who is watching, thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it and glad that you were all to, get to know us more, find out, new things, and just tune in and learn new things about Black Swan. And we hope that you enjoy our upcoming promotions for Cat and Mouse. They will be happening soon. Do not worry. It will be soon. We're just finishing up a couple things first. But please enjoy Cat and Mouse and A World Without Pain and Karma English versions.
And
Thank you so much.
And don't forget to watch the music video of Cat and Mouse.
Okay, thank
Love
you
you.
so much. With that, we're gonna play one more song and call it a day. This is A World Without Pain by Black Swan. 마지막으로 group by please.
자, 그럼 지금까지 블랙스완이었습니다.